Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are back with you again. This is the Quarantine Concert Series. This is show number 33. I'm your host, Kavir Segal. We're here every single day, every single night at 10 p.m. Eastern. You can count on us just like your taxes. We don't miss a beat. So, 10 p.m. Eastern every night, and on the weekends, we do 3 p.m. showing as well for the matinee. I'm coming to you live from Atlanta. My parents are taking a nap. That's why I can get away with these matinee shows. And we've turned the dining room table into a production studio with a nice mic. And it's been a real joy to put these shows together. A lot of work, but we're at it. So let me explain what we're doing for our afternoon matinee viewers. We have started this concert series because all gigs have been canceled, and they've been they haven't even been really rebooked. A lot of people have lost their way of life, their gigs, their concerts, their shows. It's not just the artists; it's the engineers, producers, bookers, promoters. There's a whole ecosystem of live entertainment. People who put on these great shows, and the artists are there for us during the year. We need to be there for them and put the spotlight back on them because that's where it belongs. So that's why we started the show. We started it a few weeks ago now, and we've just been at it. So thank you very much for your interest in this show. Let me tell you where you can find us. You can find us everywhere. We're on the Facebook.com. We are also on the Twitter, so we're tweeting it out. Tweet. We're also on the very, very delicious Instagram cracker. It goes really nice with some marshmallows. I really recommend the Instagram cracker and marshmallow together experience. Very lovely. We're also on the LinkedIn. So if you're searching for a job right now and we've interrupted your search, it's okay. This is a wonderful musical broadcast. You can go back to your job search. We know there's a lot of people looking for jobs out there, but we hope you enjoy this hour or so of music to be with us. And lastly, we're on the YouTube. So subscribe to all the social media, all my channels here, so you get notified on the wonderful artists who are with us every day. All right. What about the show itself? How do you get on the show? You see there's a lot of artists that have been on this incredible artists who've been on the show. There actually is a waiting list of over 60 musicians now. We're trying to get through as thoughtfully and carefully as possible without irritating too many people. The problem is my parents only sleep once a day, sometimes 2 times a day, so there's only so many gigs we can and so many concerts we can do, but I really do appreciate their support for this, and we appreciate all of your support as well. Our recent episodes are seeing as much as 50, 60,000 views per episode, and one even exceeding 100,000 views. So we're really just very, very excited to be bringing these broadcasts and your validation of these shows. I also want to thank our partners, All About Jazz. They're a great website. They started in 1995. Michael Ritchie is a leading light in the jazz community. They're partners. They help us broadcast and spread the message of this music out there. I do want just to highlight, if you're an artist, please go to allaboutjazz.com and create an artist page. You can also donate if you're a lover of jazz. You can also donate directly to allaboutjazz.com and read their stuff because they have some of the best rich content on the web. And before I forget, if you are a musician and you do want to get on the show, hit me up on social media on Instagram or Facebook. So that is that. And now we get to the fun part of the show where we get to welcome the incredible artists. And with that, these two amazing artists, I've known about their music for many years now, and I've been a big fan of they may not know this, but their recent and their not so recent productions. And you're going to hear two amazing artists who are making the best of the quarantine experience. You'll hear some, Yuri and Sofia are some of the most heralded artists from the areas that they're from, and they're true virtuosos. So please welcome to the show Yuri Juarez and Sofia Tosello. Hola.
Hey, hola.
Hey. So great. I can see you twice. This is really nice. Double vision. It's awesome. You look great. Tell me first.
Yeah.
Tell me first. How has the quarantine? How has the pandemic affected you? Have you had to cancel many gigs? Talk to me about what's going on and how you're coping with the experience.
Okay, we in our situation like a performer a lot with the teaching system and in schools. So since schools and so we don't have much choices for to work with just work from home, for example, for some private lessons, and also teaching, like some friends or students that we used to have, but mostly it's very weird times in general because we're not complaining because we understand this is a global situation right now. But just try to be patient and we try to stay safe and together and just wait and then keep calm. Don't feel the panic. Just try to giving music. It's difficult. We have now two kids at home with us. One of them is very stressful. He's 4 years old. Maybe he can show up in any moment. Please don't be afraid of that. Just keep calm also because he is a 4 years old kid. He is full of energy. He's taking a nap. But it's stressful for the family. Deal with the kids, but at the same time we know that we are taking care of each other at the time. No? Sophia is a teacher. Is in the same situation that we have, and we understand. But she had their own point of view. Also.
Have you had to rebook things yet? Has that happened for you yet? Rebooking?
Rebooking? Not really. What it has happened is that everything froze, so they don't know when this is going to happen. At least me, I've gotten gigs that were canceled in June, and and most of it. I work for Lincoln Center, Jazz at Lincoln Center, the Weebop program for kids. Everything got canceled. I work at a Head Start. They have outreach programs. So all of that got canceled. The only thing that really stayed is the university, New Jersey City University, where I teach. And everything got canceled.
I hear you. By the way, the website All About Jazz has like a list of virtual concerts and virtual episodes, so you can check out again All About Jazz, the most comprehensive jazz resource on earth. Allaboutjazz.com.
Good.
Check them out. Subscribe. Thanks for your partnership. Yuri and Sofia, what would you like to begin your performance with tonight or today?
Yeah, we're going to play a little bit of Latin American music. People know that she's from Argentina. I am from Peru. We just released 8 years ago a project called Tango Lando, which is we mix tango music with Afro-Peruvian rhythms. A very interesting experience. And now we're gonna play a tango. It's classical tango, but it's composed by these two very new and talented composers from Buenos.
The song is called Dos Angustias, and it's by music by Nestor Basurto and Alejandro Schwartzman. In the folkloric world and the tango world, there's always duplas. You have the one that writes the lyrics and the one that writes the music. So, jazz happens the same thing. So, this is Dos Angustias. Si no pudimos remontar el ancho río, para cada lado del mante, si pretendimos abrigarnos con más frío, y en nuestro hastío ya no cabe un alfiler. Si me quieren
Soy tan vivo, no ves que somos dos angustias arrastradas por sus mares, corren todas al desierto del pasado. Ay, vivo, bien vivo, sí. Si no nos queda ni siquiera una puerta, y en un suspiro ya comienza a amanecer. Si donde nuestra pieza y un maldito que a la vanessa de fracaso vio crecer. Decidimos si acaso Dios era capaz de hacer volver el tiempo atrás y reinventarnos otra vez. Si no nos queda ni siquiera otra carta, ya no hay más que hacer. Hastío, tan tuyo y tan mío, es que somos tus angustias arrastradas por sonares, correntadas al desierto del pasado. Hastío.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. Sounds awesome. Tell me about the Tangolando, the Tangolando album. We have the cover right there. How did you go about choosing what songs were on the project?
Oh, Tangolando. Well, you can talk.
Okay. The idea just happened when I met Sofia singing and a club in Manhattan called Tutuma Social Club. That was the reason I came to New York to play in this venue dedicated to Afro-Peruvian music and also for Latin American music. I heard Sofia singing some salsa, bolero, different stuff with the Coco Mama and different female bands also. But this is one night was dedicated to the tango. Of course, my father also was a great fan of tango. Yeah, I love Sola, the music from Argentina. I really already involved with that, and they're a very big fan. So let's listen. And I listen her singing tango. They said, "What? Why you are not a straight tango singer, or at least try to play a little bit more?" And I remember years ago I was in Buenos Aires for a season, and I decided to write a song with this Rio de la Plata Argentinian flavor, like a tango song. Yeah, I composed a music. I have a song I would like to record it with you. And so we started the project like that. We have a couple of rehearsals working on that. And, the idea about let's go to Peru and do something with this. Just let's play, tango, this music for your country, and we can play, make a mix with Afro-Peruvian music, and let's see what happens. So we have some gigs in Lima. We booked some gigs. And, a friend of mine who's a producer told me, "Oh, let's record this." And just in 2 weeks, we recorded the album, and was a very great acceptance from the people in Peru. People is still, remembering the project because it's although these classical, like American standards of tango, play it with the sensibility of the waltz, landau, and Afro-Peruvian rhythm. So I think the people in Peru love it. And I remember to play several gigs also in the city. Which is, these crazy ideas is only happening in New York. There's nobody in Peru and Argentina. Let's mix Peruvian music with Argentina. Have like a no sense. But since you are in a community where you have musicians from different parts of the world sharing the music, it's more normal. This kind of things happen in the city.
I got it. Tell me, who are your big musical influences, the two of you? Who are the musicians you admire growing up?
Can you?
Who were the musicians that inspired you growing up? And
Oh, of course. From the world music, I mean the classical music. I just grown up admiring the music of Johann Sebastian Bach or the master, especially from this composer, and also another Russian guy called Sergei Rachmaninoff. And then music from my country, the music from Chabuca Granda, the great composer from Peru. From Latin America, Antonio Carlos Jobim in Argentina, in Brazil, Astor Piazzolla in Argentina. From people from the music, from the film scoring, Ennio Morricone. All these names are also like heroes for me. And then when I just got involved with the jazz music, I just started to discover great artists like the classicals or the great ones like Miles Davis or John Coltrane, and talking about the guitar. People like Wes Montgomery, one of the classical ones. But all these people I try to follow. At least is just to keep work, create a sound and create a music. I don't consider it like I am a straight musician in all the sense. To leave I am Peruvian music, or is jazz music, or is another kind of style. We try to blend as well the music. It's coming. We just play wherever I feel or whatever we feel. That's what we do. What we were doing all this time.
And Sophia?
And you? Yeah, here on the. We have an issue with the techniques issues, but
can you listen?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Great. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question.
Same question.
Oh, well, at home, my parents used to listen to several things, from Duke Ellington to the Platters to a lot of boleros, but also a lot of Motown. And so that's what I got to learn, and got inspired. Sidney Bechet, Fitzgerald, getting a lot of the things too. Not so much folk art music, tango, a lot of bolero, but also a lot of classical music, and yeah. But I think that one of my biggest inspirations was doing music for Walt Disney. That's how that's why I really wanted to come here, even though I sort of like did it via the jazz world, which maybe has nothing to do, or yes, yeah, well, it does have to do. But yeah, so that's how I started music.
Cool. What would you like to play next?
What would you like to play next? Azúcar de Caña?
Yeah, sure. Something for Peru. Okay.
Okay.
Let's play Azúcar de Caña.
No te voy a escuchar.
This is a song composed by a friend of ours called Kiri Escobar, who is a great composer from Peru, singer-songwriter. We're gonna play this beautiful song. Actually, it's a song that every time we have the chance to play, everybody love it. So
let me tell you the story.
Oh, okay. That Sophia's gonna tell the story. She knows the story very well.
So I like to say it because it's very sort of like unique and funny. This guy, Kiri Escobar, is a well-known composer from Peru. He was invited to perform at a wedding in the Andes, in the mountains. So he's a singer-songwriter. He said, okay, I'm gonna go with my guitar, maybe an amplifier, that's it. When he gets to the Andes, he sees that it's a massive wedding, which means that hundreds and hundreds of couples were getting together. I guess that's a tradition. But choose one day of the year, and they all get together and they get married. So he was freaking out. He was like, "Oh my God, I should have brought a whole band and to entertain them." And so, but he wrote about the whole landscape and how it was so hot, and they kept on bringing him sugar cane juice mixed with rum, and then he ended up super drunk, and the animals were around. So this is about his azúcar de caña, sugar cane.
Salgo de mañana a tumbar la caña, salgo de mañana a tumbar la caña, lucero del alma siempre me acompaña, lucero del alma siempre me acompaña, machete en la mano, corazón mío, machete en la mano. Ay, corazón de vino, el río, mi hermano, sabe mi destino. El río, mi hermano, y sabrá. Sale el sol tras la montaña, sale el sol tras la montaña, sale el sol tras la montaña. Con aroma de la caña. Esta noche en mi cabaña, esta noche en mi cabaña, esta noche en mi cabaña, voy a bailar coba, coba, contigo. Pero estás aquí conmigo, pero estás aquí conmigo, pero esta caña, señores, bate en el suelo, azúcar de caña, sombrero de paja, con la persona, juguito barato, ay, 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 azúcar de caña, sombrero de paja, con la persona, juguito barato, azúcar de caña, sombrero de paja, una persona, juguito barato, azúcar de caña, sombrero de paja, una persona, juguito
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you. This is That's non-stop.
We love you down here.
It's like the opera. You have the this.
At the end, you'll have to bow. Watch this. Ready? Very, very well trained audience. Very well. That was beautiful, beautiful. So heartfelt. Some questions on Instagram. One coming. I can put the love up on the screen. Look at all the hearts and stuff you're getting, and the claps from Twitter and stuff. But we have a question from Instagram. Someone wants to know, what is it like being in a relationship and also performing together? Are there any tips that you can give to people who are in the same situation?
Ooh,
Wow,
that's the question. That's the big question.
how
know.
not to kill each other.
The good part is you have to try to kill, because it's the same part, because when you're dealing, we just have we have a relationship with 2011, but we have 2 years and a half just like with with the family. Um, you know, it's my concern to give an advice to people to try to do this is, I think, when you have this kind of connection, music is a consequence to the happen in the relationship. That thing that we have together, it's not something where we prepare. When we play together, we just play, because we can't um, do something or make something that is not happening before inside. I think it's a process of music is beyond, some notes or chords or melodies. I think in this level of relationship, I don't saying that it's better or it's worse. It's something different, and we have a different kind of connection, of course, because we are a couple. We have she's my wife and her husband, and I think if the couple is in this situation, just keep doing this, because it's one of the things that keeps people together. And nowadays, when the couples, we can see a lot of people fail in relationships. I think for us, it's a challenge every day. I mean, we are not exception. We have a lot of disagreements. We have a lot of problems, discussions, like any other people in the world. But now, every time we play music is something that we realize that improve our life. For example,
it's like a therapy.
Yeah.
It's like he knows that I can be in a bad mood all day and shouting all day, and then as soon as we sit down and I just sing one song, that's it. My mood changed completely.
Yeah.
We are in peace. So
we're gonna have a great day because she's singing, and after this, I'm gonna have a great day, so chilling, watching movies, whatever. Eating, she's going to cook, so happy. And
it's not easy at all, and it's not easy when you have kids, because that whole energy that you had between you and your partner, and the only thing you had was that music and share it, then you have to share it with your kids, with the house, so it's very hard, it's very challenging. And we don't play as much as we used to play together, but I don't know, just keep on doing it, because music is a therapy too, so just do it for that. For that it's already good.
Yeah, well said. Good advice. Good advice. Okay, so there's your advice. And if you guys get married, you should invite Yuri and Sofia to your wedding, because they've given you good advice. So,
counselors, coaching,
yeah,
coaching,
yeah, consulting. Tell me about the project Lima. It was such a beautiful record. Tell me about why you wanted to do a project inspired by Lima, and how was the process putting that album together, Yuri?
Yeah, because Lima is an album. Lima is the name of my hometown where I come from, and I decided to do this because it's something there's a famous composer in Peru. She's a great Alicia Maguiña, who is incredible and one of the legendary composers. And she said in the Comercio, in the newspaper in Peru, it's like the equivalent of the New York Times or Washington Post. And the journalist asked about the musicians and singers nowadays, what they do, what do you think about that? And she said, and the journalist asked her about, what do you think about Yuri Juarez on guitar? And she said, oh, I like it, but I don't. She's not very good friend with the terms of fusion, or at least she can understand how the Peruvian music through the jazz. And when I read the article, I said, but this is the opinion that very important person in Peru and the sensation that I have. But I never think that my music is Peruvian music through jazz. I play my music. So I think it's time to set the points and say who really I am. I am not making Peruvian music through jazz. I am making my music with a lot of this influence that I am playing, because people could get confused in a stricto sense. So when I play the music, you go to the jazz guy, say, okay, that's not jazz, but sounds you have something like that. Go to the Peruvian, say that's not exactly Peruvian, but you have something of that. You are not exactly in the what side you can qualify your music. Is jazz or not jazz? Is fusion? Is modern? We cannot understand. Even it's an issue I was thinking for years, but now it's just who I am. It's just play. Lima is an album with Peruvian music, which is most traditional music to make kind of a statement that I started play at the beginning Peruvian music. I never recorded an album with traditional Peruvian music. I also all the time I was looking for these fusions of the new ideas, compositions with symphonic, big band, just sextets, keyboards, different kind of instrumentation. But let's go to the roots and let's do something with cajon and guitar. The tradition, the most pure of the sound of the Peruvian music from the coast. And Jair Sala, who is a great friend of mine and a great percussion player. Also, he's part of the Pedrito Martinez group. He's all this percussion player, played with him for many, many years. He told me, if you want to make a criollo album, a traditional album, let me produce it. Okay, let's do it. And I invite Jair, no, let's do it in duo, because I think guitar and cajon are the spirit of this music. Maybe people know this instrument because now flamenco music is very popular around the world, and everyone knows that cajon is an instrument that's coming from Peru. And Paco de Lucia in 1977, he went to Peru and he discovered this instrument and he adapted to the flamenco. Now it's very popular with that music. But we recorded in produced by him, and we put it there. All the sensibility that we grown up with this music, listening this and the parties and the peñas and the family meetings. It's instrumental version of these classical songs of the music from the coast of Peru.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful record. I encourage everyone to check it out on Spotify. And you can
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You can see Yuri's and Sofia's websites at the bottom of the screen there scrolling. So check out their websites and also subscribe to them on Spotify. It's important to support these incredible artists. What would you like to play for us next?
Yeah. Let's go to the Caribe. Let's go to play the bolero. Let's go to Argentina. Let's keep in Argentina.
Sí,
okay,
Let's do this is going to be a waltz. Okay.
Deshojaba noches esperando el palo que le pidió un beso, pero yo soñaba con el beso grande de la tierra en cielo. Flordelino, qué raro destino, truncaba un camino de vinos en flor. Deshojaba noches cuando la esperaba por aquel sendero, llena de vergüenza como los muchachos con un traje nuevo. Cuántas cosas que se fueron y regresan siempre por la siempre noche de mi soledad. Yo la vi florecer como el vino de un campo argentino. Si la hubiera llegado a entender, yo tendría en mi rancho el amor. Yo la vi florecer, pero un día maldita la huella que me la llevó. Los cariños se fueron y hoy que el campo es temblor, cuando vaya me falta su amor. Hay una trinquera donde el recuerdo vuelve a decir que el remordimiento de no ver la mano siempre está abierta. Flor de higo, te dejo en la estrella y alumbra la huella de mi soledad. Desolada noches cuando te esperaba, como yo te espero, lleno de esperanzas, contra mucho pobre, con luz que recuerdo, flor de ausencia, tu recuerdo me persigue siempre por la siempre noche de mi soledad. Yo la vi florecer como el vino de un campo argentino maduro. Si no hubiera llegado a entender, yo tendría en mi rancho el amor. Yo la vi florecer perdida, maldita la huella que me la llevó. Los ríos no se fueron y hoy que el campo es temblor, no me falta su amor. Los ríos no se fueron y hoy que el campo es temblor, me falta su amor.
That was beautiful. So
Thank you.
beautiful. Celestis, your wonderful family performance. Wonderful. That it is. That it is. Tell me about there's a comment up on the screen. Tell me about what you have cooking next. What are you working on for your next project?
Yeah, we are working in a duo project now, playing this kind of music. I just started in March playing, recording some tracks, but we have to stop it because it's weird times. But yeah, it's an album that we gonna play like a family home. It's because it's after our experience, like performance and becoming parents, the issues that we have to deal when you have a family and keep working, keep on playing the music, working with the music, and just we decided to make an album with this music, these songs that really full of sensitivity, with brief lyrics, with brief melodies, music from our countries, and also music from different parts of Latin America. I think that one of the more dramatics, and also the music for the composers, but with the quality. Sofia is a singer that needs to feel very comfortable singing the lyrics. They have this kind of identification with the message, because she's this kind of singer is not from pursuit of the technique. She's in pursuit of interpretation. So she needs a story to tell. We just try. I think we just make a set list, a playlist. Maybe 12 or 13 songs to do that. But now we are, standby because.
Yeah. Maybe you can unplug your headphones. I think your sound changed a little bit, so maybe unplug your headphones. Okay. Part of the charm of these concerts is seeing all the incredible artists do their own technology. It's been fun to see. But it's also a great invitation into people's homes to see where they create and how they perform. Maybe you can play one last one for us.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, just introduce.
So this is a song that you can find in that album
similar 6/8. We have a new special guest.
L'unica che fa già bene, non avere innamorata, in carnavale Dio senso, non avere innamorata, in carnavale Dio senso, e che veramente, una sabia che fa di te, e che me pierda le cuerda, y ya no puedes ver, que me pierda le cuerda, y ya no puedes ver.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So
Thank you.
let me there. Thank you so much, Yuri and Sophia, for being on the show. We really appreciate your artistry and virtuosity, especially during these difficult times, and wish you all the best as you venture into your new project. And I hope to see you play live soon, and hopefully you come down to Atlanta to play a gig as well. We'd love to have you down here. Awesome.
Because I know that people love it and they need it, so thank you.
Of course. I want to give a special thanks to the sound and tech team, Sandra and Camilo, who are here with me on this broadcast. Check out their website, soundworksrecording.com. They're incredible people, kind, friendly, industrious, polite, professional, hygienic, handsome, pretty. They're all of the above. So check them out. If you go to their website, if you're an artist that needs any kind of audio services, check them out. If you ask for the Oreo and Maui discount, the names of their dogs, you'll get a discount. 2 woofs for that, woof woof. And lastly, I want to thank again All About Jazz for their support and partnership on these broadcasts. We support them, and if you're an artist or want to make a donation to them during this time, please check them out. So that's it for the show today. Tonight we're live at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight with a great Cyril Aimé, great singer. She'll be broadcasting live from New Orleans, and we'll see you everyone at 10 p.m. Eastern in a few hours. Now you can take your afternoon naps, and we'll be back to you after dinner. So good night, God bless, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.